Comfort Human Rights Foundation says the role of women in the forthcoming general elections in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized. This was the thrust of the discussion at a town hall meeting held in Jalingo, the Taraba state capital, which focused on governance and increased women's participation in the political space. In her opening remarks, the convener and executive director of Comfort Human Rights Foundation, Barrister Comfort Yubwin, said the low participation of women in the polity is responsible for the low attention on implementation of policies that affect women positively.
We are here to discuss issues concerning the 2023 elections and women's inclusion and participation in politics and governance. We will soon have an election in some weeks' time. If you go on the queue, you see women on the queue. But the challenge has been the participation on the table, on the decision-making table. This meeting is organized to encourage us, and then for us to discuss and encourage one another that we need to come out and vote for leaders of our choice, leaders of good character, leaders that we know will represent us well.
In their goodwill messages, guests hailed the efforts of the organizers for bringing leaders of women-led organizations together to brainstorm on how to engender increased women's participation in the electioneering process.
We have what it takes to get there. But I am also a woman, and I know where it hurts. Let's be the change we want to see. The major problem, the first problem is with us. And I don't mean what to tell we women whenever an opportunity of such presents itself. Let's mature in our reasoning. Let's begin to see each other as part of us. Let's be our sisters' keepers. Let's have confidence in each other, because in most cases, we are the problem or problems of ourselves.
In my own small position as the vice chairperson of my watch, if we will have women that will say, we want you to promote us, we'll always be there. If she calls us, we'll now help, we'll call ourselves. Okay, let's help. In the state here, it's the women that are in politics that don't help us at all. They don't help us. Because some of them that are in position that we are supposed to be having solidarity with, that will always go to them for programs or interviews. These women wouldn't want you. They will tell you, no, they want, let me not say this, so that the governor will say this. If I say this, they have not given me permission to say this. That has always been our problem as women. I'm a woman, and always when I see a woman in position, I try as much as I can to see that I promote the woman.
Mobilization is very key. Like I said, I told someone around my area, my cooling unit, those who I knew we voted for, I said, tell people to come out, tell women to come out. If you come out, me, I'll give you 500 naira. Me, I'm not asking you to vote my candidate. Don't forget. I said, just come out and vote. I said, so that when people are arguing, you'll be able to argue. My cooling unit is like FGGC. I have said it, come out and vote. Me, Shalom, I will give you 500 naira as long as you're a woman. Whether you are aged or not, that is what I have said in my cooling unit. So for those around that vicinity, I've been going around to tell people who I know last year we voted together with around that area. You can decide you might not give 500 naira. You might just buy a bag of pure water, ice it, cold chill. That was what I did in 2019. I did not give the men. I gathered my cooler was inside my boot. If you come, you're a woman, and I see you're resting, Mama made it, I'm like, my water was chill. That was just what I could do at my level. So your mom might just not be the 500, might not just be the 200. You might just encourage another woman to come out. Please, that is what we need. It's mobilization. And please, when we see ourselves somewhere, let's help each other.
Most of the time, when voting, we tend to divide ourselves alongside religion. So if all the women were to collaborate and they vote for a single woman, I believe we would win. But by the time that we divide ourselves alongside religion, we cannot win. Therefore, I am calling on my colleagues, the representative of women can, please, let's talk to our women to avoid this. If we refrain ourselves from this, we will definitely succeed.
My advice is that now we should rethink and think if since we have been doing it from up to down, it has been helping us. Or we should rethink if we change system, it will help us. So this is my advice for both the contestants and the voters, that all of us should go back and sit back and think very well. And I want to say something to my sister. Ma'am, the issue of religion, God will help us to settle it.
Amen.
He is God and will settle it.
So this is an eye-opener for all of us to also go and vote. Our problem is why they don't take us serious in our work. They are giving appointments in a very good place. You will not see a woman there. Why? Because most of the times we have shown them that we are weak. We are not committed to our job. You see many women, if you go to their office, they give you responsibility. At times you go there, you will not see them. They say, so because of this, men are using that they will not give us any reasonable appointment, a better place, because they will not carry out that job as expected. So we have stood up now. It's not like that. We are more than that. We are better than that. We have been taught to be serious. Let us go and stand on the throne and also vote. That is how our vote will count, and they will give us that 95% affirmative.
The focus and the way we handle things have to change. Because if we must make influence, and if we must ensure that our rights come to us, we have to insist and place a demand. This life is such that whatever you need, you have to press for a demand. As much as the women keep sitting, expecting that our husbands and our brothers, our uncles, they will come and give us because we are serving them in the kitchen, in the houses, it may never happen. We have to press, we have to demand for what we deserve. And I know the Nigerian woman, world over, is acclaimed as a strong woman. The Nigerian woman is not lazy. The Nigerian woman is not just sitting. In fact, the Nigerian woman is known to be the backbone of the economy of the nation. This is an established fact. So we must not only be supporting from the background, let's also be seen. I want to believe that our men, by now, they know that we are not competing. We already know their position, where God has placed them. But we are also like part and parcel of them. That was why God did not take us from their backbone. God did not take us from either where their leg is. God took us from their rib, beside them, so that we have to walk side by side. When the woman succeeds, the entire family benefits. In fact, when it is a woman that is succeeding, the entire family benefits more than when it is the man. That is just the truth. So, the incoming election, I want to believe that women may not be many. We may not be having many women that are already contesting. But like the anchor person has rightly observed, on the negotiation table, what is our stake as women? What do we have to benefit? If we didn't come out for electoral posts, what about the issue of appointments? Before we go to the polls, the women should make sure and insist and press demand that these are our desires for this and this and this. What you don't desire, you don't even pressure for. So my prayer is that from this forum, we are not going back the same. And we are not only going to be the change, but we will be the game changers. yanzu da na zauna mata na haka na ce ba mu san wanda za mu zaɓe ba ma maza ma haka in mun je maza su tura ma mata mun je mata mu haku shi ne nake yanzu yadda ana faɗa nan to ana nuna mana gashi dan abu kaza to za mu ce mata mu bisa amma kullum sai rudi mu je nan mu je nan har na ga masu fa ba abin da na samu a cikin so mu gyara yadda aka ce mu gyara za mu bi.
My coming here has opened my eyes more and more. My eyes is open for many things. My coming here, I want to appreciate my sister, Comfort. May the Lord bless you. Amen. And lift you up more and more in the name of Jesus.
I'm vote ready. And now, the statistics has discovered that Taraba State and some other northeast states have fallen short of voting. That is voter apathy. As a vote-ready champion, we went out to canvass for people to go out and collect their PVCs before it ends. I was shocked. Most of the people we met at Kunini Market, one of the outreaches we made, it was the women who were engaging us. And the engagement would have been very profitable since we are always the ones to respond back. It was negative. Prayer points will not count. Social media stunts will not count. The only thing that will count is you go out there and vote. And make sure you vote properly so that your votes are not even invalid or your wahala becomes a waste. And for that reason, I love what Barrister Shalom said. Please, women, in our small closet, she didn't say we gossip a lot. Can we convert that gossip meal now to turn to enlightening each other? Every day, let's remind ourselves, let's do dummy ballots. This is the role of political parties. The candidates are supposed to go, they are expected to go out. It's their role. Part of the monies they spend during electoral whatever is meant for this enlightenment of electorate. But rather they use it to go and bribe delegates. So we don't matter. Can we make ourselves matter now?
So let's take steps to move to the decision-making table. Thank you very much.
Solicitor General and Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Justice, Taraba State, Afwenyang Yamusa Shita, in his message, charged women to take proactive steps to harness their voting population to elect more women in leadership positions.
It's expected that you will come together as a group, either form a political party of your own, and then mobilize the women to register in that political party. Or alternatively, if you cannot do that, you identify a registered political party, and then mobilize other women to register under that political party. Because once you are not a registered member of a political party, and once you come to distribution of political offices, you don't expect to be there.
Yes.
They cannot give you because you are not even a member. They cannot give you just because you are a woman. No. It must be shown that you register in that political party and then you took active part in mobilizing the citizenry towards that political party. So if our mothers can do that, I think it will go a long way to encourage you to participate actively in governance. Awareness is a very, very, very important thing. When our mother, Sarah Gilbert, to register her political party, she got only one vote. When it came to the general election, can you not say it is the fault of the men?
No.
Eh? No. She got only a vote, which means she voted for herself. What happened to all the other women?
Participants who were drawn from various women-led groups across the state unanimously agreed that the current situation should change for women to contribute their quota to the societal development. The one-day town hall meeting put together by Comfort Human Rights Foundation with support from the Nigerian Women Trust Fund had over 30 participants from across the state. Queen Kunde reporting for ZT News.